Landover, Maryland, site of FedEx Field. I'll tell you, we have a good one on our hands as we get set for this one between New York and Washington. We'll now go to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for our call. Guys?
It will be clear and mild for today's game. Hello, folks. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth getting set for this one. Randall L. from the 5. Chris, what are your thoughts on this rivalry game?
I tell you, this should be a good one. The fans are excited. The coaches are excited. Heck, I'm excited.
They'll start this drive at the 33. First down now and 10 to go. Campbell hands it off straight ahead. Tried the run, but there was nothing available.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Drops back to pass. With the pass. Pass is complete. Brought down at the 42. Strong, accurate throw leads to a pretty good gain.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
He fakes it, throws it. And he should have had that one. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Gets the punt away. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Washington brings in their nickel package.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Scatter!
They hand it off. And they get him at the 41-yard line. 4, maybe 5 yards on the run. 2nd and 5 coming up here. The Redskins bring in the nickel package.
48! 48!
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He's dropped right around the 48-yard line. This running back just showed off some nice ability there.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a seam to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
Jacobs gets another handoff. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. They stop him for a loss.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
Brought down right around the 46-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. 3rd down and 12 to go. Ball on their own 47. Manning is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers split out wide.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Zebra! Zebra!
Manning back to throw. Dumps it out left. And they get him around the 45-yard line. They were able to complete the pass on the play, but they'll still end up short of the first down.
And it's really up to the receiver in that situation to try and split the defenders. He has to find a way to duck a shoulder, to roll his head, to do something to, yes, they got the tackle, but they got it while I was still moving forward and able to pick up the first down.
Down in the end zone for a touchback. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Campbell with 3 wide receivers. Feeds it to the back. He lost yardage on the play. May want to dump that one.
Yeah, I think that one's already in the trash can. You probably won't see that one run again. But I will say this, that penetration does that to any offense, and that time they just got in the backfield.
Looking to throw. Looks for a man open. It's completed. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
I always thought tight ends were sort of like pacifiers for babies, you know, just about the time that you need a little security blanket, you know where to go.
He drops back. Guns it right. Out of bounds, incomplete. The receiver was out of bounds when he made the catch.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Big-time play by the defensive end.
Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he used his athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
Back to throw. Throws on the run. He couldn't find his intended target, and now they'll likely be forced to punt the ball. Frost to punt. Gets the punt away. McQuarters fields it at the 27. Tackled around the 39-yard line. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive at the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The defender gets him to the ground. Gain of about a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down. From their own 41-yard line. The Redskins line up with a nickelback.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
He drops back. Looks down the field. And it's completed. And they get him at the 40. Not too bad a pass there.
Not too bad at all, and sometimes those little touch throws are actually more difficult than the bullet passes. Kind of hard to come up with the timing to hit the receiver right in stride, but that was well thrown.
Jacobs gets another carry. He's dropped for a loss. Not what they were looking for on that play call.
You know, for a running back, there comes a point in time where you say, all right, this play is not working. Let me just get as much as I can and try to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Catch is made. He's dropped at the 34-yard line. Gain of 10. From the 34-yard line. Manning with 3 wide receivers.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
Fullback on the inside give. He gets to about the 24-yard line. He just gave his team a huge lift with that carry.
That's just getting it done. You can credit the offensive line all you want, but when you get a back in that 3rd down situation that's able to break off a big one like that, what a lift it gives your football team.
He looks to throw on 1st down, looking for a receiver. He's there for the catch. He's tackled at the 15, completed for a 10-yard gain. That'll make it 2nd down. The Giants come out with 3 wide receivers. Quarterback in the shotgun. Here's the throw. He hasn't missed a pass on this drive. The quarterback threw a pretty ball there for the touchdown.
And we've talked about his arm strength, but his accuracy keeps showing through in this game. That was beautifully delivered.
They're lining it up for the point after. Point after is good. New York is up a score. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Not a bad kick. Randall L. from the 5. Brought down at the 28-yard line. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. From their own 28-yard line. Campbell is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers split out wide. Drops back. Throws right. Brought down around the 39-yard line. He shows no hesitation and gets it in there to get the first down.
Yeah, you wouldn't hesitate either if you were standing back there in the pocket. I say the heck with it. Get it out of there fast. Let somebody else handle it for a little while.
Looks to pass. Gets the throw away. Andy has been his go-to guy on the drive. That one worked pretty well.
It sure did, and I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
They hand it off. Dropped behind the line. They got him all bottled up before he could go anywhere.
That looked painful on that one, and we're talking about the lost art of tackling. Not only was it a big hit, but it was a disciplined hit. Good wrap up, had a way to take him to the ground. Perfect.
Little handoff. And they get him at the 49-yard line. The running back gains 2 yards on the carry. The Giants line up with a nickelback. He drops back to pass. Huge hit. That guy just took a huge hit on that sack. That's one of those plays where you're glad to see him walk away.
This quarterback's a tough guy, but man, you don't ever want to see your quarterback take a shot like that. That kind of a hit can really change the complexion of a game.
He punts it. Makes the fair catch. They were able to put together a nice drive on their last possession. They'll be looking to make it 2 in a row on this drive. The Giants come out in the ace formation. Jacobs gets the ball. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. Jacobs gets 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 15. They'll go from the shotgun. Tackled right around the 20-yard line. Jacobs gains around 6 yards on the run. Jacobs is the single setback. The Giants motion to the right side. Drops back. Rifles it out there. He's tackled at about the 37-yard line. That was a big-time play by the receiver.
And talking to this receiver earlier this week, he told me he had a lot of plays in the playbook, and he thought he was going to have a big day.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Tiger!
On the ground with a tailback. And he's drilled at the 45. They keep it on the ground, and the halfback gains about 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming up here. Jacobs lines up as the deep back, I formation. There's a play fake. He throws it with the catch. Brought down right around the 36-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Rifles it across the middle. He's brought down at the 27-yard line. Quarterback finding some nice passing lanes early in the game.
Yeah, he is, and that's one thing you don't want to let this guy do. You don't want him in a rhythm early, or he'll pick you apart. He's proven that so far, and I don't think this defense has figured him out yet.
Manning back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. Comes down with it. And they get him around the 16-yard line. A decent gain on the pass.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood what was happening with the coverage behind it and found the open man.
Cut. 48. 48.
They give it to the tailback. Brought down at the 12. That's 4 yards on the play, and that will bring up second down. From the 12-yard line. They line this one up in shotgun. 4 wide receivers are split out in the formation.
Blue 45. Black 99 Philly.
Manning is looking to stay perfect on this drive. There for the reception. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That pass is good for a first down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
One-man backfield.
388. 388.
He'll get the call again. Tackled at the 4. Jacobs comes away with 2 yards on the carry. They'll line up 3 yards out now. The Giants go with the I formation.
Blue 45. Scatter, scatter, scatter.
Fakes to the back. The pass rush got him. And that was a nice play to get in there for the sack.
The key to playing defense is getting good penetration. If you can make that quarterback move around sometimes, even if you don't get to him like they did on that play, you can still disrupt an offense.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Manning hasn't missed yet. To the end zone. It's incomplete. He caught that one out of bounds.
Well, you could see the receiver doing all he could to keep his feet in bounds, but that pass just let him out of bounds.
New York is hoping to make this a 2-score game. And he makes it. Good job putting that kick right on target, and it goes through for 3 points. Here's the kick. Randall L. takes it from the 6. And he gets brought down hard. They were forced to punt on their last drive. 3 wideouts here.
Hey, let's get down there, man.
Gives it up the gut. He's dropped about the 27-yard line. So a gain of about 1. That brings up second down. Campbell lines up under center. Single back backfield. Again with the run. He makes his way to about the 42. That was an excellent run there to pick up the first.
Yes, sir. He really found a nice hole, was able to exploit it for a good gain. They're going to have to do a better job getting in those running lanes if they're going to stop him consistently.
Here's a counter play. And he's finally dropped at the 33-yard line. He just made this defense look really bad.
And you can see a defense, when they get gouged for a big run like that, they all start looking around and thinking, whose gap was that? Who gave up that big a hole?
Another run. Cuts back and he's dropped. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Ouch. You take too many shots like that as a running back, you start peeking around a little bit before you get that football.
On the ground with a tailback. What a shot! Gain of 4, and that makes it third down. And we've come to the end of one with the score. The Giants 10, the Redskins nothing. From the 27-yard line, they come out in the nickel.
Set! Red 18! Red 18!
Here's a draw. Brought down at the 20. That was a nice job to get 7 yards out of the run. That should be enough to move the stick.
Offenses are getting so good at throwing the ball in the NFL right now that we're starting to see more and more draws called, especially in situations where you're bringing extra pressure, trying to blitz, or in those nickel or dime situations. That time, they pick up a first down.
Everything seemed to work exactly how they drew it up on that one.
I don't think there's any play in football that's prettier than a perfectly executed blitz. If you time out the snap count, if you disguise it, if you don't tip it to the quarterback, you end up with results like that. Big sacks, big plays.
Campbell drops back. He throws short. Intercepted. Well, he looked like he was in the right place at the right time.
Unless you're the quarterback, then he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They hand it off. And they get him at the 25. 4-yard gain by the back. It's 2nd and 6 coming up. Washington brings in their nickel package.
48! 48! Friday!
Back to throw. Moves to his right. There for the catch. What an open field tackle. He made the right read on that pass.
Nice play that time by the quarterback. You know, we talk about progressions and going from one receiver to the next, but this quarterback is doing a great job in the pre-snap read, knowing who the first guy will be and getting him the football.
He drops back. Gets the pass away. Tackled around the 46-yard line. A nice-looking play that time.
Yeah, when you see the blitz, you have to understand your own protections, because if your protection is sliding away from the blitz, you have no choice but to get it out of there to the hot receiver.
Defense pushes him out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And that was a nice job to pick up the first down.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Throws while on the run. He's tackled at the 30. Pretty good read on that play to find the open man.
And that's an area where he excels. He works his way through his progressions quickly and doesn't hesitate when he sees the receiver break free in coverage.
Blue 45!
He fakes it, rockets it, and he catches it. Brought down at the 23-yard line. 7-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback in that situation. He saw the blitz coming, simply got the football out of there, and picked up the first down.
The Giants motion to the right side. Sets up the play action. Hasn't missed yet on this drive. I don't know how he came up with that one.
Let's face it, the quarterback got away with one there. That was pretty tight coverage. They squeezed it in there that time, but be careful.
Out of the I formation.
Scatter! 48!
He gets another carry. And they get him at the 8. He barely got it past the line of scrimmage that time. That'll bring up second down. They'll go from the I formation.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Friday!
They'll give it off here. He's dropped at the 3. They get 5 yards on the play, and so it'll be third down. Jacobs alone in the backfield.
Green 88!
He'll get the call again. And he scores. What a play! Perfect time to go with the run. What a touchdown.
They just ran it right at him, didn't they? And they were not going to be stopped on that one. Nice job up front by the offensive line to control the point of attack. They got an excellent push right from the snap, and the running back did the rest.
And the point after is good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Decent kick. Randall L. from the 8. Drilled at the 27-yard line. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. Lining up with 3 wide.
Let's go! Round 50! Round 50!
Not much time to throw. It's a loose ball. Campbell gets the loose ball. They were extremely fortunate to get that one back after the fumble, Chris.
Yeah, they really were, because as an offensive player, very rarely are you looking at the ball. You're always focusing up the field, and then all of a sudden you hear those words, fumble, and you know 11 guys are honed in on the ball. Offense lucky to get that one back.
Campbell with the give. He's brought down around the 33-yard line. Gain of 9.
You know, one of the dangers of blitzing is that if you can break that first line of the defense, now you just don't have the pursuit in behind it to stop the run.
Setting up play action. Gets the ball away. Tackled at the 47-yard line. He put something extra on that throw, and it'll keep the chains moving.
And that's really what it takes sometimes, because defenders are so quick out there. If you don't put a little extra pop on it, they can get there.
Brought down at about the 47-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on their own 48. Portis alone back.
98 Weasel! 98 Weasel! Eagle! Eagle! Hut!
Gives it off. He's dropped at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup of about 8 yards.
I really thought the offensive line did a pretty good job picking up the blitz that time, but you could see the running back using his speed and quickness to get away. Good job by the back.
He's looking to throw. He throws right. Pass completed. And he dropped him in the open field. Great job to haul in that first down pass.
This team is just so good at executing those short, quick passes and picking up first downs and keeping drives alive.
High formation here.
Ready? 395! 395!
Portis takes the give. He got decleated. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Not very often in a game does a defender get a clean shot like that on a running back. Typically, the running back didn't see it coming to take that kind of a shot.
88! Delta!
Sacked. And chalk went up for the defense on that play.
The best time to blitz is when the other team is trying to work the ball down the field. Your quarterback's going to have to hold the ball a few seconds. Not enough time there. You can't try and go down the field consistently against this defense. They're going to come get you.
Looking to throw. Passes on the move. And they get him at the 37. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing 4th down. Frost is waiting for the snap. Gets the punt away. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Not much you can do on the return team there.
Great kick and even better coverage. Boy, it sure makes winning the field position battle a lot easier when you have special teamers like this.
He looks to throw on first down. Goes through his read. Tipped ball, intercepted to the 20. He's tackled at the 16-yard line. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
They hand it off. Brought down behind the line. The defense got the job done on that play.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
Looking for an open man, and it's intercepted by the backer. Touchdown! Great play by the defender. He was able to take it for 6.
You know, some defensive players, you don't want to throw it in their zone because it might get intercepted. Some guys, you absolutely don't want to throw it there because they can turn it into a touchdown going the other way.
So they're ready for the extra point. Up and good. Kicks it off. From the 5-yard line. Dropped at the 32-yard line. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense. Feeds it to the back. Gains his way to the 43-yard line. He broke a huge one on the delay. What a great call in that situation.
Caught the defense a little by surprise that time. They were looking for pass that time all the way. They go with the halfback delay and pick up a big first down.
Looking to throw. On the run, he throws it. Tackled at about the 31. Nice pass play.
And when the quarterback's throwing one that hard as a receiver, you almost feel like you need to put on a catcher's mask. That would look dangerous coming down the pipe.
Portis again. Brought down at the 27. Portis gains about 4 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 6 coming up. One man in the backfield. He drops back. He's dropped. They have to find a way to provide better protection for him.
You're absolutely right. There was not a very good blocking scheme on that one. If you can't get them blocked with 5 guys, you got to start leaving in 6, maybe even 7. These are tremendous pass rushers in this game today.
Fullback handoff. And he made a great open field tackle. That play was stuffed from the get-go.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
Kicks it, got plenty of distance. It's good. And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Kicks it off. Hickson from the 1. Big hit there to bring him down. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Block 99 Philly!
Jacobs gets the carry. He's brought down at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run. Jacobs lines up as the single back. The Giants put a man in motion. Manning will look to throw. Short throw to the right. Steps out right around the 18-yard line. Looks to be a loss of around 3 or so on the play.
He did a great job of keeping containment there. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that one.
48! 48! Block 99 Philly!
Manning drops back. Surveys the field. Brings it in. Tackled right around the 32-yard line. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
Manning calls for motion left. Manning looking to throw. He throws on the run. Excellent open field tackle. They pick up solid yardage there.
And I love to watch this wide receiver work. He is so patient with his routes. He gets down low into his cuts, and he really understands what the defense is trying to do to take him away, and he is working them over.
Drops back on first down. And he can't make the catch. Tumert was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 45. Offset I formation in the backfield. He's looking to throw. Gets the throw off. He goes up high for the catch. The quarterback's been putting up some good yardage.
And having success early in the game like this frees up your running game because the defenses have to keep defensive backs in coverage, so now there's more space for that running attack.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
Give to the tailback. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Jacobs gets about 4 yards on the play. And this is play number 8 on this drive. Single set backfield. 2 minutes left in the half. From the 32-yard line.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
They go with the run. And they get him around the 29-yard line. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. So another third down upcoming for the offense. Manning lines up under center. 3 receivers wide this time.
48! 48!
Tackled at the 26-yard line. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
And here's the kick. And he'll return this one from the 7. Stays on his feet. And he's drilled. What a hit. The offense was only able to muster a field goal on their last drive. We'll see what they do with this possession. The Redskins come out in the ace formation. Washington sends a man in motion to the right. He drops back. Moves forward. Is there for the catch. He's tackled at about the 37-yard line. Portis picked up 6 for that grab. Calling an audible. He drops back to pass. Looking for a receiver. Tipped pass and picked off. And they get him at about the 41. So the defense just picked off their 3rd pass today.
You know, one of the really misleading stats in football is completion yards. If you're throwing it up and down the field but turning it over, it just doesn't matter. You have to maintain possession of the ball.
Zebra, zebra.
Fakes the run. Throws on the run. And he's hammered at the 34-yard line. Good job locating the gap in the coverage on that play.
You know, that's the kind of pass pattern I used to always love to run, because if the defense is even a little bit lax in their coverage, it's pretty easy to get that one in there.
He's hammered in the backfield. It looked as if the offensive line just collapsed on that play.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence, and if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line's going to really struggle.
A good play fake that time.
It really was. I didn't see it. I thought it was a run play. He pulled it out of there and came up with a nice gain.
48! 48!
Manning on 1st down. Caught out of bounds, incomplete. He couldn't get 2 feet in on that one.
Well, that's something receivers work on all the time, dragging that back toe, just unable to do it that time.
They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers.
Touch! Green 88! Green touch!
Manning, Trent back to pass. Draw play. Maybe got a couple of yards, but that's about it. That'll bring up 3rd down. The offense calls a timeout. The kick is up. And he makes it. He put that one right through the upright. He kicks it off. Fielded at the 4. He's hammered at the 28-yard line. The offense will take over at the 28-yard line. 1st down now and 10 to go. Here's the give. Tackled at about the 29-yard line. So far, not much of a game as we head to the locker rooms. Our score is the Giants 30, the Redskins 3. Not a bad kick. Hickson from the 1. Brought down at the 30. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Here's the halfback. He's brought down at the 32-yard line. Jacobs picks up 2 yards with the carry. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 32. 1 man in the backfield.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Touch! 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 Touch!
There's a play fake. Throws it short. And he makes the one-handed grab. Gain of 6 off play action that time. Manning lines up under center. He has 2 backs behind him.
Green 88! Green 88!
Huge pressure by the defense. He's tackled right around the 48-yard line. The defense was looking run, and they threw it for a big gain.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass opened it up down the field.
He'll get the call again. He makes a great open field tackle. After that run, they might want to give him the ball a few more times.
I agree. It looks like the defense is a little tired out there. Whatever the case, they're having a tough time now stopping the run.
Touch. Green 88. Green 88. Touch.
Another run. Hit and drop behind the line. That defensive lineman just seems to have a knack for finding the ball carrier.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman. So, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
Tackled at the 37. So a pickup of maybe 3, and that makes it third down. Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. The defense lines up in the nickel.
Touch. 48. 48.
And they use motion. He throws it. Can't complete it.
Pass results. Incompletion. Burris, the intended receiver. Fourth down.
So it's fourth down. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Punts it. Into the end zone for a touchback. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. The Redskins set up in the gun.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Over.
He drops back. Throws it out. Completed. He's dropped at the 30. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play.
Yeah, really a nice route that time. One of the keys to playing wide receiver is the ability to not only get into cuts, but to get out of the cuts. That time, very explosive coming out of that cut, and it made the difference.
Looks to pass. Dumps it out left. Knocks it away. What a play by the defender.
And the quarterback really caught a break on that one, that wasn't intercepted.
The backfield is in the offset I formation.
Black 58. Black 58.
Fires it out. Brings this one in. And a nice pass to the tight end.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
First down, looking to throw. Makes the reception. Great open field tackle. And that pass was moving.
Yeah, and it's not that quarterbacks without strong arms can't make it in this league. But boy, it sure is an asset to have a guy with a cannon like that.
Little handoff. And they get him at about the 47-yard line. Portis gains about 2 yards on the run. Second down and 8. Ball on the 48-yard line. The Redskins line up in an I formation.
Black 90. Black 90.
Drops back. He's under pressure. Ross knocks it away. Moss was his intended target on that one, but they can't complete the pass. The offense facing another third down here as they line up. Out of the I formation. Cooley goes in motion. Looking to throw. Throws while on the run. And he catches another. The quarterback did a good job of recognizing the coverage and finding the open man.
There's really no better feeling as an offense, especially for the quarterback position, than to take advantage when the defense is trying to blitz you. They're trying to make you nervous, and you just made them pay.
He'll get the call again. Brought down at the 31. They get around 5 yards from the halfback. They line up at the 31. Campbell comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide.
Omaha! Black 90! Omaha! Black 90!
Back to throw. Short pass to his left. And it's knocked loose. Thomas was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt. The defense is really struggling on third down here. The offense is 2 for 2 on this drive.
42-inch HD TV.
Green 95! Green 95! Easy, 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 easy!
Drops back to pass. Throws a bullet. Dockery catches it. Interception. Make that the 4th interception on the day for this defense.
Well, you have a football, a little wrapping paper, a nice bow on top, perhaps a little glitter, a lot of gift wrap presents for this defense today.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Tiger, tiger, tiger!
Great cut. He's brought down at about the 31. That's a 3-yard gain.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Nice play fake. Throws to his right. He's dropped in the open field. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
48! 48!
On the ground with a tailback. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. Jacobs gets 6 yards on the carry. 2nd and 4 now. Ball on the 45. Manning lines up under center. Only one in the backfield this time.
Blue 45!
The Giants put a man in motion. They'll go with the run once again. He's dropped at the 44-yard line. Maybe a yard, and so it'll be 3rd down. They line up at the 44. Single back formation. Man in motion.
Green 88!
Fakes the run. Passes left. He catches another. And they get him right around the 24-yard line. The defense was coming with a heat on that play.
But you never know it if you were watching the quarterback. He stood in there strong, completely relaxed, and made that defense pay that time.
Blue 40! Black 99 Philly!
Looks to pass. On the run, he throws it. Brought down at the 22-yard line. Not much of a gain at all on that first down completion.
Pretty tough sometimes when a quarterback is looking at his first read, it's not there. The second read is there, but he knows his guy is going to get hit immediately afterwards, and that's what happened there. They took away the first and second read.
Tackled at the 16. Jacobs gains around 6 yards on the run. They'll line it up again on 3rd down. New York lines up in the offset eye this time. On play action. And it's caught. And they get him right around the 14-yard line. And they go to the air to pick up the first.
Yeah, that's what makes it so tough to play defense in this league. When you get guys that can throw it and catch it like that, to try and stop them for a short gain is just awfully tough.
Manning sends a man in motion. First down, looking to throw. Throws it out. And he hasn't missed a pass yet. Some smart football by the quarterback on that last play, and he's now up over 300 yards passing for the game.
And this offensive line's been getting it done with pass protection. I don't care who you have playing quarterback. If that guy's back there getting hit, it is awfully tough to throw for 300 yards.
He'll try the end zone. Bats it away. Toomer was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd and goal. This is the 12th play of this drive. Man in motion.
Green 88. Green 88.
Passes to the end zone. Nice play call on that one to get the ball in the receiver's hands.
Well, this quarterback isn't always perfect, but when he gets hot, he can make throws like that into small spots that are so impressive.
Here's the kick. It's good. New York with a commanding lead. And here's your drive summary for that last series. Kicks it off. They get him at the 23. The quarterback threw a pick on their last drive. Let's see if he's able to shake it off. They'll go to work at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Portis is the single setback. Portis gets the carry. He's tackled at the 30. Portis gets 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up here. Ball on the 30-yard line. The defense sets up in the nickel.
Richmond! Richmond!
Back to throw. Short throw to the right. Knocked away. An excellent job by the defense of disrupting that last play.
And that was really on the wide receiver. Not much of a route, very little separation, and gave the defense a chance to make that play.
Red 88! Red 88!
They hand it off. Tackled at the 39-yard line.
Really love Clinton Portis' toughness. He is a guy that attacks defenders. Maybe it's cost him in the past. He's had some injuries from trying to run over guys, but I just like his mental makeup. He is a real tough-nosed football player.
They hand it off again. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They got him all bottled up before he could go anywhere. That brings up 2nd down. 2nd down, about 12 yards to go. Offset I formation in the backfield.
Ready! Tiger! 18! Red 18!
On play action. He's going to take off. And he dives. And they fall on the loose ball. And he was able to fall on that one.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play getting back on the football, but now you're starting to establish the reputation that you will turn it over offensively, and now the defense is going to be coming after you.
They line up at the 50. Washington sets up in the I.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Easy, 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 easy!
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Disappointing loss there for the offense.
Yeah, it really just throws you off rhythm to have a play that gains nothing. You know, you're going to get something, 2, 3, 4 yards, and it keeps you in that rhythm. But when a defense makes a play like that, it really throws your offense off.
Guns it out. And it's incomplete. Moss wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. 3rd and 11. And this is the 8th play of the drive. The Giants line up with 6 defensive backs.
Ready! Black 68! Black 68!
He drops back to pass. Rockets it out. He's brought down at the 38. Oh boy, that's a nice play on 3rd down.
Clutch play by the receiver that time on 3rd down. As a receiver, you really have to just flat out want the ball in that situation. You can tell that this guy really does.
He'll get the call again. And they get him at the 36-yard line. Portis gains about 2 yards on the run. Offset I formation in the backfield. Drops back. He throws on the run. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Cooley picks up about 4 yards with the catch. The offense has looked very good on third down so far on this drive. Let's see what happens here.
Let's go! White 80!
They'll give it off here. Tackled around the 25-yard line. Seems like nobody on this defense can make a play when they need it.
It's just exhausting for a defensive unit to constantly get an offense to a third down situation, think you have a chance to get off the field, and keep giving up those first downs.
And he makes it out to about the 24-yard line. Not a lot on that play.
And Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
98 Weasel!
Looking to throw. He throws left. And they get him at the 14. You know, it's really easy to overlook those big guys in the line, but they did a good job picking up the blitz there.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
Makes the catch. He's finally dragged down, and now it will be first and goal. They're down inside the 5 now. Ball on the 1. Offset I formation in the backfield.
Red 88! Red 88!
Here's the halfback. They tackle him for a loss. No one picked up the linebacker, and it cost them.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
45!
Toss. He didn't get back to the line. Nice job by the defensive end to get in there and get the tackle for the loss.
This guy's really one of the strengths on this defense. Not only is he able to turn the corner and get some pressure on the quarterback, but he's rock solid against the run.
80!
Drops back with the pass. Tight coverage, and it's picked off. And I'm sure he'll try to erase this game from his mind as quickly as possible.
Yeah, what do you do on the computer? That Control-Alt-Delete to go back to the beginning? I think he'd like to Control-Alt-Delete this game.
Blue 45! Blue Tiger!
Passes it out. Makes the grab. He's tackled at the 33. The wide receiver and the quarterback are on the same page today.
Yeah, and this wideout really is something special. He's able to find the holes in the coverage, he gets good separation, and he has tremendous hands.
And we might start to see some backups come in as they have this one well in hand. Our score, the Giants 37, the Redskins 3.
Green 88! Green 88! Zebra! Zebra!
Gives to the back. He's brought down at the 38. The halfback gets the ball and picks up 5. Second down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 38. Manning is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers split out wide. Looks to pass. Scans the field. Fletcher Baker gets the interception. Brought down right around the 42-yard line. Boy, the defense put the pressure on and forced the bad throw.
Well, you always hear that sometimes it's better to just take a sack, and clearly there it would have been. Of course, it's really easy for us to say. We don't have those 300-pound guys chasing us.
Ready! Round 50! Scatter!
He's looking to throw. Throws on the run. Tackled at the 34-yard line. Nice little pickup on that pass pattern.
And I really shouldn't feel this way, but I get a little nervous every time this guy goes up to make a catch, because he's had a little bit of a history of dropping some balls, but today doing a nice job hanging on and a big play there.
And he's dragged down for the sack. What do they have to do on offense to stop giving up sacks?
I simply think this is one of those games where you're just overmatched on the offensive line. You know it, the defense knows it, the coaching staff knows it, and there's just nothing you can do.
Back to throw. Dumps it out right. He's dropped around the 24-yard line. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
And he just got hammered. That's a 10-yard gain, and that will bring up second down. Second down and very short coming up. Campbell is under center. Two tight ends this time. He fakes it. He throws right. Makes the catch. And he's knocked out at the 2. And a great pass by the quarterback to convert for the first.
And what we're seeing out of this quarterback is a variety of throws. Yes, he has the ability to zip it in there when he needs to, but we've also seen some touch throws, a very complete repertoire.
This blowout just got bigger. So they threw it to their back instead of handing off, and he got 6.
Yeah, sometimes those little swing plays are just an extended running play. You go back to the days of the great 49ers offense, they just get it to those good athletes in space.
The kick is up, and good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks it off. He'll return it from the 1. And he gets brought down hard. The quarterback and his receiver were clearly not on the same page last time, and it led to an interception. Out of the shotgun.
Touch! Blue 45! Blue 45! Friday! Touch!
Drops back. Surveys the field. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. The quarterback put that one too far out in front of his receiver, and he couldn't stay in bounds.
He tried to make a safe throw there, but the receiver was open. It didn't have to be quite that cautious and just let him out of bounds.
Dumps it out left. And he caught it. He's dropped for a loss. That play lost yardage.
I don't think they fooled anybody on the defense with that one. They were just sitting out there waiting for it, and that's a loss.
48! Block 99 Philly!
Hands it to the back. Hit hard at the 34. What happened on that series, Chris?
The defense was good and the offense stunk, Tom. What else you need to know?
Randall L. is the deep man awaiting the return. Gets the punt away. And they make the fair catch. They were able to score through the air the last time they had the ball. Let's see what they planned for this drive. Hortus is the deep back as they line up in the eye. They hand it off. He gets out to about the 32-yard line. Hortus gains about a yard on the play.
Boy, he just took a shot on that one. As a running back, the last thing in the world you want is a short gain and a big hit.
Red 18. Red Delta. Delta.
And they motion a guy to the right. Campbell back to pass. Moves forward. And it's knocked down. Portis was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt. The Redskins line up in the gun. 3 wide receivers are split out.
Round 50. Tiger. Tiger.
Looks to pass. Short throw to the left. Defense pushes him out of bounds right around the 36-yard line. And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. Campbell takes it back. The defense has him surrounded. Dropped behind the line. They'll start this drive at the 31. First down, 10 to go.
Touch. Blue 45. Blue 45. Touch.
On the delay. And he's decleated at the 31. Picked up maybe a foot or two. That'll bring up 2nd down. Manning lines up in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers.
Touch. Green 88. Green 88.
Draw play. He fights forward to about the 29. Around 2 yards there on the fullback draw. 5 DBs on the field.
48. 48. Touch. Touch. Tiger. Tiger. Tiger.
Brought down right around the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run. It's 4th down. This one will be from 46 yards out. This is to add to an already impressive lead. The kick is up. It's got the distance. No good. It hit the upright. I'd like to see him get another chance in this game. That wasn't his best effort.
I'm sure for a field goal kicker, it's worse to miss it by 10 or 15 yards. But when you hear that clang, and in your mind, you're thinking that thing's going through, and it clangs and bounces back towards you, it has to make you sick.
Strong throw. Tackle around the 49-yard line. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
He's dropped around the 39-yard line. And he got it. That last rush put him over the 100-yard mark.
They haven't been easy yards to pick up, but in a hard-fought game, at the end of the day, especially in the second half, you start seeing running plays working a little bit better than maybe what they did in the first half when that defense was fresh and really flying around out there.
They give it to the tailback, and he will lose yardage on the play. The defense seemed to do everything right there.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Green 88. Green 88.
Campbell set to go to the air. Rifles it out there. He took a shot at the 33. Pretty nice read on that play to find the open man.
Yeah, the two of them really have been working hard, building a rapport in practice, and now you're starting to see some of those results out here on the field.
Drops back to pass. Looking for a receiver. Just clanks right off his hand. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
He drops back. The pocket is collapsing.
Oh, come on,
The
baby.
offense turns the ball over on downs.
They'll set up shop at the 33-yard line. Out of the I formation.
Blue scatter, scatter, scatter.
It's the tailback. And they get him at the 37. 4-yard gain on the play. That brings up second down. Jacobs is the single setback.
Green 88! Green 88!
He's looking to throw. Throws it short. And he can't hang on to it. A great play by the defense to knock the ball away.
And these defenders have been close all day. You better be careful if you're the quarterback. One of those is going to turn into an interception.
New York is going with the offset eye backfield.
48! 48!
Looking to throw. They get to him. And that blitz worked to perfection.
As a quarterback, you understand where your protection is and what you can protect. If you can't protect a certain side, you have to throw it hot. That time the quarterback missed the hot read and paid the price.
Gets it away cleanly. Randall L. takes it at the 25. He's tackled right around the 32-yard line. Seems like the coverage broke down a bit on that one.
I thought they had him pretty well contained on that play, but he did find a small crack in the coverage, got it up the field. They were lucky they got hold of him. He could have broken that one off.
First down, looking to throw. Pass is complete. Brought down at the 48-yard line. And that one will go for a first.
And really top-notch quarterbacks know how to throw a football in there without leading his receiver into trouble. That was a great throw.
Campbell hands off to the left. And they get him at about the 41. Portis gets 6 yards after taking the handoff on the counter play. Campbell lines up in the gun. He has 3 receivers in the formation. Campbell looking to pass. He throws it. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. The defender got there in time to break that play up.
He did. He was able to get his hands on the ball, but if he had missed that one might have turned into a really big play.
Drops back to pass. Short pass to his left. No connection there. Cooley was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. From the 42-yard line. Campbell comes to the line, 3-wide formation. Washington motions right. He drops back to pass. Throws while on the run. He's tackled about the 25-yard line. There was some heat on that pass.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
Throws short. It's completed. He's brought down around the 21-yard line. That play fake is good for a gain of a handful. Second down and 5. 3 wide receivers on the field, the quarterback in the shotgun.
White 80! White 80!
Drops back. Goes through his read. And he can't hang on. Randall L. wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. Drops back to pass. Rockets it. He makes another catch. They finally bring him down, and it's first and goal. And he's crossed the century mark in receiving yards. This has been one heck of a performance.
And Tom, I don't think he's finished yet. This is a guy that is on a roll right now, and this defense really doesn't have an answer for him.
Easy, 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 easy.
Here's the halfback. Tackled just outside the goal line. No gain, and that will bring up second down. They line up in the jumbo set.
Ready. Red 88. Red 88.
Short throw to the right. And the pass falls incomplete. That last play didn't get them the first, and now they're looking at third down. Offset I formation in the backfield.
Green 95. Green 95.
He gets in for 6. That's his second score of the game, Chris.
Yeah, it was, but the defense just looked like they were out of sync on that last play. They haven't been sharp the entire game, to be honest. There's got to be some miscommunication, failed gap responsibility, because they're just running the ball too consistently against this defense.
Set down. The kick is up. A lot of game left. 4 minutes remaining in the quarter, and our score, the Giants 37, the Redskins 17. Sweezum wants to get a good bounce here to give his team a chance to recover. Here's the onside try. He's hammered at the 34. They just can't seem to catch a break in this one.
If you play the game long enough, you're going to play in a few games like this on both sides, but on the losing side, it's really tough. Really, at this point, all you can do is not quit. Go out there, keep fighting, and get ready for next week.
Oh my, the quarterback is lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, you try and fit some of those into some tight holes, and every once in a while, you're going to get one pick, but that was a pretty good play by the defense.
48. 48.
They're going to pitch it. Brought down at the 21. The running back tops the century mark with that last run.
The defense hasn't quite figured this kid out yet. Give them time, though. They're pretty smart defense. I don't think they're going to be able to do much more than what they've done, though. They've got to find a way to put a stop to this real quick.
Hit and drop behind the line. The defense just ate up that play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Green 88. Green 88. Friday.
Gives to the back. What a hit. Didn't get anything, and that makes it third down. It's 3rd and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Manning lines up under center. 2 tight ends this time.
48. 48.
They hand it off. He doesn't get back to the line. A lot of coaches would have tried to get the first hit.
Yeah, but you do gamble if you put the ball in the air in that situation. I think right now the coach is saying I have more faith in my defense to make some stops than my offense to convert that play.
Here's the kick. And he makes it. Nice work putting that one right through the uprights. Here's the kick. Taken from the 3-yard line. He breaks the tackle. He's tackled at the 30. Carried along by their dominant vertical game, they were able to put one in the end zone on their last drive.
Set. Red 18. Red 18. But hot.
Drops back to pass. Passes the ball. He's dropped at the 42. That last catch puts him over 100 receiving yards.
And one of the things I like watching about this receiver is that he understands how to read coverages. More often than not, a wide receiver has to understand reading coverages at least as well as the quarterback. Otherwise, the quarterback will see one thing and the receiver another.
First down, looking to throw. And it's completed. And they get him around the 47-yard line. 2 minutes left in the ballgame. They line up at the 47. Campbell lines up under center. 3 wide receivers this time. Back to pass. On the run, he throws it. Tackled at the 40. That'll be a 7-yard pickup. Campbell lines up under center. 3 receivers are split out wide. Campbell is looking to stay perfect on this drive. And they got him. The Redskins call for a timeout, and that was their first timeout. New York is protecting against the pass. They're in the dime. He drops back to pass. He needs to make a decision. Phillips bats it down, and the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Looks to pass. He throws on the run. He's tackled around the 32-yard line. Great pickup for the first on that one.
And really what makes NFL football so special is the ability of these quarterbacks to throw it and these great receivers to catch it. That's just fun to watch.
Dumps it out left. He's brought down at the 27. Thomas gains 4 yards on that reception. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield, 3 wide. Back to pass. Guns it left. He makes another reception on the drive. Great time for that type of pass. It worked to perfection.
And that was a nice job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback enough time to survey the field and find the open guy.
Setting up play action. It's tipped. The defender was able to get a hand on it.
And really that came as a result of pretty physical play at the line of scrimmage. They're banging these guys around and not letting them get into their routes.
He drops back to pass. Looking for an open man. They get to it. Sacked again. That's number 8.
Well, that's sack number 8 right there. This is where the quarterback now decides whether A, he wants to play anymore or not, or B, if he wants to hand the ball to one of those offensive linemen and say, how about if I play tackle and you go back there and get kicked for a little while.
They hurry to the line. Campbell lines up under center. 3 receivers are split out wide. Not really been a close one, as our final score is the Giants 40, the Redskins 17.